A jury today decided there was no reason to keep convicted murderer Eric Williams alive, so they sent him to Texas death row. Williams heard from the judge and his victims' families after the sentence, and they didn't hold anything back. Calvert Collins is in our Dallas newsroom right now with their reaction to the sentence. Calvert.
Well, it's understandably so, Steve. These family members have endured a grisly 2.5-week trial, learning details of how Mike and Cynthia McClelland were executed in their home, and Mark Hasse was ambushed on his way to work. And for that legal team prosecuting this case, it was personal.
I try not to hate, but I cannot forgive and I cannot forget.
One after the other, the children of Mike and Cynthia McClelland let Eric Williams have it.
Pretty much the only thing I have to say is you, Eric Williams.
Mark Hasse's family has been waiting for this day too. A family representative delivered his mother's message.
My son never saw his death coming, but you will, and I hope you suffer in fear every day until you get the execution you so richly deserve.
While each directed their anger and pain at the defendant, he never once looked at them.
But in a sense, I think this is what you wanted. Because you couldn't be a Texas Ranger. You couldn't be a cop. So you decided you'd be a Charles Manson.
Williams never took the stand in his own defense. The jury only heard from his estranged wife about his deep-seated hatred and desire for vengeance against former Kaufman County District Attorney Mike McClelland and his top assistant Mark Hasse for convicting him of stealing computer monitors. January 31st and March 30th, 2013 were the unprecedented assassinations of two prosecutors.
I think it sends the message you will not be able to assault the criminal justice system and get away with it.
Few wanted to put Williams away more than prosecutors Toby Shook and Bill Worski.
It was just a very trying, personal, difficult case. We knew the victims.
23 months later, the families have some closure. All promised to be at Williams' execution. Dallas County Judge Mike Snipes ends his tenure on the bench with this trial.
At the end of the day, you murdered a little old lady. And you would have murdered two other innocent people if you had the opportunity. That puts you right there with Charles Manson, Jeffrey Dahmer, and Richard Speck.
The people of Kaufman County hope to never hear of Eric Williams again. All are ready to move on.
We're pleased to move beyond that and go back to the normal routine life of what we enjoyed in Kaufman County prior to this horrible event and events happening.
Eric Williams will get an automatic appeal, which is protocol in any death penalty case. The chief special prosecutor did not say if he will pursue any of the other murder charges against Williams for Mark Hasse or Mike McClelland's deaths. And Kim Williams, Eric's wife, her fate remains unknown. She too is supposed to be tried for murder, but that could change since she did testify for the prosecution during the sentencing yesterday, Steve.
All right, Calvert, 276 on Texas death row, 277 there as of tonight. But Williams isn't actually at the Polunsky unit in Polk County. When do you suppose he's going to be transferred there? Do we know?
Well, he's right now sleeping at the jail in Kaufman County tonight, and the sheriff there says it likely in the next couple of days once they get their orders from the Texas Department of Criminal Justice. Then Kaufman County deputies will escort him to Huntsville, where he'll be booked in, and then he will be transferred to Polunsky, where he will likely serve the rest of his sentence before being taken back to Huntsville, where the death chamber is.
Okay. All right. Calvert Collins in the Dallas newsroom. Thank you.